go from Las Vegas. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Warren. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Pickett. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Define Diablo, dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, look tackles there on the stop. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take over the 28-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll send Austin in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On 1st down, Warren. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and
4. Shotgun now for Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Loss of 9. Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Now Carr. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with a touchdown grab for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett back to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it up. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Golfer's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up third down and 11.
Throwing his car on third down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
It's fourth down.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pickett.
At the Raiders' 16-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pickett. And he's got it. Touchdown. Zach Gentry, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr is going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their 38, Harris will start the drive out. And he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. 62 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
By Robert Spillane. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Carr now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here, continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. Taken down at the 42. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some room to maneuver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.
Some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white lie. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the Doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket. Two ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these down me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodshot, cause I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fogs. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory of more. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's a handoff to and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. offense set to get this drive started. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 2nd and 6. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And finding Keelan Cole. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Is Jacobs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Warren, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Pickett now on 1st down. He finds Austin complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Jacobs now, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it. Pass protection.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Looking to throw. Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Pickett back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett finding Pat Fryermuth. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 79 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Fryermuth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. From the third team now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Carr going to go on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 32 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Abdullah to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Pickett toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. They hand this off to Harris. And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9. Pickett. And be the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Shotgun now for Carr. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Carr. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth for the Steeler first. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a give, running left is Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run again with Harris. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it to dash on wood. 10 payments to back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they off. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? A West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit? And
it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Pickett steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Zach Gentry, 31 yards. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, it's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson's got it complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Harris running straight ahead. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have another first at the Raiders' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Harris. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. Harris has it over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A give to Harris, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 31, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Warren. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Pickett on 4th down. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
We got this.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan.
In motion left goes a tight end. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out right at the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Takes it to about the 37. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One more time with Jacobs. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Carr. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's got daylight. The 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price for that turnover.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Here's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Boston is there and brings in another one. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. A touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Pickett will try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodshot cause I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.